Day for bills that pass through the Georgia legislature. Governor Deal has until the end of the day to sign the bills into law or to veto them. Caitlin Ross tracking all of the legislative action. She joins us live from the newsroom.
Jeff, this is happening as we speak, and some big ones have already been signed into law. Here's the rundown. Georgia has expanded medical marijuana laws. The governor signed a bill letting patients with PTSD and intractable pain like cancer or degenerative disc disease use medical marijuana. The brunch bill was signed into law. It will allow restaurants to sell alcohol at 11 a.m. on Sundays, but that's only if your city or county voters approve it. The governor signed the Eagles Landing bill to create a city that will be annexed from parts of Stockbridge. And about an hour ago, he vetoed the cyber snooping bill. That would have given police more power to pursue people who hack into computer systems, even if they don't steal any information. Some tech experts lobbied hard against the bill.
The state wants the ability to fine me, put me in jail because I found something, regardless of why I found it.
And we're still waiting to hear about the internet sales tax bill that would require high-volume online sellers to pay state sales tax. The laws officially go into effect July 1st. Coming up on the Leap feed at 11, they're taking a closer look at the Eagles Landing issue and how that's going to impact their community.